Hey guys, welcome back. In today's video, we're going to talk about the key components of a quitclaim deed. So a quitclaim deed, for those of you who do not know, is what you will use to transfer title from one name to another. Quitclaim deeds are often used at title companies, but you can also use them for what I consider a tabletop closing. That is when you go to someone's house or you send a notary, which we often do, and the notary will go ahead and solidify the deal as a form of actually closing the deal at someone's kitchen table, okay, or the countertop. So let's go over the key components of a quitclaim deed.
Download free guide.
First and foremost, you have to have a grantor. The grantor is essentially the seller or someone who is relinquishing something, all right, and it's called a grantor for the legal. The grantor will have to sign and print their name as well as date it, okay? Second, a dollar amount. For every quitclaim, you will have to put some type of dollar amount for consideration. So that could be $1, it could be $2, it could be $5,000, it could be $1 million, right? But it has to be on that quitclaim document. Once that is recorded, whatever that dollar amount is there, that is what's going to be recorded for your local county.
Download free guide.
And so when someone looks at the property and they see, hey, how much was this property purchased for? It will say that exact dollar amount. Third, a witness. For quitclaims, because it deals so much with property, it's super important to have someone who is there as a third party to actually sign as a witness. So for all of our quitclaims, we always have a witness that is there, whether it's their neighbor, a friend, maybe a wife who is not a grantor, or a husband or spouse who is not a grantor. We will have them as a witness. And to solidify the signing of the witness and the grantor, we then go ahead,
download free guide,
and have a notary there that will stamp the entire document. Okay, and that solidifies that not only was everyone signing voluntarily, right, on their own free will, but it took place on this particular date. Okay. Now, on the actual form, what you're going to find is you have to have the address, right? You got to have the address. So let's say it's 123 Main Street. It will have the full address, 123 Main Street, Phoenix, Arizona, and with the zip code. It then has to have the legal description. The legal description is something that the county uses, and that's because when initial counties were...
Download free guide.
When the United States and the settlements were forming out and dividing land up, they divided land based on the legal description. So if it was owned by someone, let's say George Washington, for example, it would say Washington L6 T1, which just means like Washington's lot 6, right? And so it has that legal description there. It has to have that. Why? Because as populations grow, there are some addresses that maybe it's 123 North. Let's say originally it was 123 Main Street.
Download free guide.
And then as time goes by, it becomes 123 North Main Street, right? So the legal description will never change, although the popular address could possibly change, right? Zip codes could change, all kind of weird stuff. So legal description helps title companies track down exactly what belongs to what. The other thing for the quitclaim deed, the actual document here, right? You have to have the name of the grantee. Now, for legal terms, as you probably know, it's something that's very familiar, the grantor and the grantee. Something that helps me remember legal terms is the grantor or
download free guide
is one that is leaving or letting something go, and the E, grantee, is something or someone who is receiving, okay? So those two extra E's at the end, I interpret it as receiving, all right? So we have to have the name of the grantee. Now, the grantee could be a business, it could be an individual, but it can also be a trust. And as long as you have a mailing address for the grantee, That is all you need. Why do you need your mailing address? Why is that so important? Because when the county records your deed and it changes the ownership, showing that you now own that property, the county needs some way to send you the tax bill. That's basically what it boils down to.
Download free guide.
The county wants to make sure that they can send the tax bill to someone because they look at it as revenue loss or revenue gain. So let's review real quick. First and foremost, you have a quitclaim deed, right? You're sitting down with someone who's willing to give you the property, and maybe instead of going to a closing table or to a title company, you're willing to do this yourself. Well, here's what you're gonna need. You're gonna need a 1 or 2 page quitclaim deed that has space for a grantor, a witness, a dollar amount, and of course, area for a notary stamp. Now, on the actual quitclaim document, in addition to the grantor's name, the dollar amount,
download free guide,
and the witness lines, you're going to need the address of the property, of course. You're going to need the legal description of the property, and finally, you're going to need the name of the grantee, the entity that is receiving the asset. All right. I hope this makes sense. I pray that it served you guys and that it allows you guys to have the confidence to go out there and to close more deals, and ultimately to build your assets. See you guys on the next video.